Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeAim here with the Blacephalon Moveset competitive guide to how to use this Pokemon in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon. Of course, if you guys missed any of my previous guides, there's a playlist down below. I encourage you to check that out. Also, feel free to follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Those links are down below. I've been streaming Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon like every day. I plan on doing challenges, Battle Spot, VGC, and just it's been fun, so feel free to follow me. But this Pokemon, Fire and Ghost, it is the new Chandelure, which has an incredible base 107 speed and base 151 special attack, and even base 127 attack, but really poor defenses in HP, 53 defense, 53 HP, and then 79 special defense, which isn't that bad, but it is immune to normal and fighting, which is amazing, resistant to poison, bug, steel, fire, grass, ice, and fairy, so a ton of resistances, and then weak to ground, rock, ghost, water, and dark. Now, the resistances don't really matter too much because unless this Pokemon is at full HP, it's not really taking a hit. As you guys can see, doesn't have the best defenses right there, but it hits incredibly hard and has some cool moves in its move pool, which we will be talking about. So, the first set we're going to be talking about is probably one of the most consistent sets currently, but I want to say that this Pokemon is very matchup reliant. If your opponent does have Assault Vest Tyranitar, which has been running around right now, specifically for this Pokemon and Naganadel, chances are you're not going to be doing too much work with this Pokemon, right? But it is really good, and the fact that it is base 107 speed, faster than Pokemon like Garchomp, is awesome. So first set we have is Choice Specs, one of its most consistent sets. The idea of this set is just come in, click an attack, click like Shadow Ball, click Fire Blast, pick up your KO, pick up your 2-hit KO. Your opponent has no switch-ins. So Fire Blast and Shadow Ball are your main forms of stab. Trick is really cool because it allows you to cripple Pokemon such as Chansey that would otherwise wall you. It also works in the sense that, like I said, this Pokemon is pretty matchup reliant, right? If your opponent has no Ghost Resists, or their Ghost Resist is Greninja, it just blows through their team because Shadow Ball 2-hit KOs everything on their team, right? But if your opponent has AV Tyranitar, sometimes tricking it can give you an example, or it can put you in a position where you can set up with another mon and win. And you guys will see that later today in the showcase where I was able to, I don't want to spoil, but I want to like go off what I'm talking about. I want to give the example, but I was able to trick an Assault Vest Tyranitar coming in, then I SD'd up with my Excadrill, and I won the game, right? So you guys will see that it actually does provide some opportunities. HPS is pretty important, allows you to get the KO on Landorus, Zygarde, and Garchomp, all of which you outspeed, which is amazing. And Beast Boost is sick because it's always giving you that +1 special attack raise, because you do have higher special attack than you do have speed. So getting that +1 special attack raise turns you from a nuke into like a super nuke. So there are a few options. Flamethrower if you don't want to miss Fire Blast, obviously. Overheat is also an option. It's like dropping a Draco, a very strong fire type attack. Psyshock is an option because it does always 2-hit KO Talk specs, whereas they're all Spadef now, so Shadow Ball, unless you have Rocks up, you don't 2-hit KO them always. In fact, for the most part, they actually take Shadow Ball. So Psyshock is an option just for that. It doesn't do much to Chansey, so I wouldn't really use it, but I do want to at least mention it because it does always 2-hit KO Toxapex, regardless of it being Phys Dev or Special Defensive. And they're all Special Defensive right now. So Scarf is the next set. I enjoy this set a lot too because, again, being faster than Garchomp, Landorus, Scarf Landorus has actually picked up a lot in popularity. And also Pokemon such as Naganadel, Tapu Koko, Scarf Tapu Lele. Like, you're faster than all these Pokemon. Not Scarf Tapu Koko, but regular Tapu Koko. And you threaten them with Shadow Ball, Flamethrower, and HP Ice respectively. So same moveset as before, however there are a few more options. Will-O-Wisp is an option for luring in Tyranitar, at least being able to burn it before switching out. And Mind Blown, which is the move that this Pokemon gets, is 150 base power, 100% accurate, but the user loses 50% of its max HP, so it's a really strong attack, right? It does up to 99% to Volcarona, which is amazing type of damage considering Volcarona has great Spadef, right? And it's a nuke, but at the cost of 50% of your HP. And because currently a lot of people are running AV T-Tar, I would kind of shy away from this. But the fact that you are a Choice Scarf Pokemon that is getting special attack boosts every single time you pick up your KO, and that's why I think Flamethrower is really nice over Fire Blast, because whereas Fire Blast is better on specs for the all-out power, you're getting special attack boosts anyways. So once you pick up a KO with this Pokemon, you're essentially Choice Specs, and that allows you to just spam moves that don't miss. And again, HPS is important for checking Choice Scarf Garchomp, Landers, Choice Scarf Landers T, and Dragon Dance Zygarde. So you're able to check all of those. So hits really hard. Now, these are two that I've been working a little bit with, and they're a lot of fun. They're not as consistent. They really depend on the matchup. Again, like this, I'm gonna say that a lot in this, and I say that a lot in the showcase. But this Pokemon is really good, right? Has really good dual stab, but unfortunately, it's not like Chandelure in a sense that Chandelure can run HP fighting if it wants to for the 4 times effective damage on Tyranitar. Chandelure can run Energy Ball as well, which would be able to hit rock types like Tyranitar. This Pokemon does not get that in its moveset, but it does have access to Calm Mind. And this Pokemon with a boost, really, really powerful. The first that we have is Taunt Combine. This is a stall breaker. Because Chansey cannot touch you on stall outside of Toxic, you taunt it, can't touch you, you're good, right? Taunt Combine also helps with Skarmory trying to Whirlwind you out. Also helps with Clefable trying to Wish, and you just Calm Mind up on that. You beat it 1v1 with Flamethrowers anyway because they don't run Spadef. They run Fizdef on stall. And Leftovers is the preferred item because you're obviously, for that longevity, you're recovering up, and it allows you to beat Toxapex if you have Calm Mind Taunt Boost. But the other option is actually going Ghostium over Leftovers, and what that allows you to do is have that nuke versus Mega Sableye on stall and Toxapex. So Ghostium is definitely an option. Taunt Ghostium, like, it gives you that +1 nuke versus Toxapex, and if you have rocks up and if Toxapex is a little bit weakened, +1 Never Ending Nightmare can knock it out. If it is fully Spadef though, you do need a bit of prior damage, I'm not gonna lie, but if it comes in after you Calm Mind on a Flamethrower, you knock it out with Never Ending Nightmare. So that is an option. Now, if you want to go a more insured route, and also a big thing about having Ghostium over Leftovers is knockoff from Mega Sableye does not just straight up OHKO you, right? It doesn't knock you out from full, whereas if you have Leftovers, it knocks you out. So that's pretty big in that case because knockoff is weakened since you do have a Z move, and having that +1 Ghostium, you're actually able to deal with Sableye and Toxapex. So something that Taunt Combine kind of struggles with because Toxapex Solid is still doing damage, and a +1 Shadow Ball to spit out Toxapex does not 2-hit KO. So that's just important to note. Sub Combine is also an option, allows you to do the same thing versus stall, but it also gives you boosts, right? It also allows you to set up on Chansey without having to actually spam taunt. You just sub up and you Calm Mind up. Similar to what Chandelure has done before, you just sub Calm Mind. Ghostium, again, is the better option over Leftovers on this, though you are using sub, right? You would think that Leftovers would be a little bit better, but Ghostium is actually the preferred option, mainly because, again, you got to try and pick up that KO on Toxapex. Otherwise, Toxapex is just going to Scald and haze you, right? After it hazes you, again, your Shadow Ball isn't going to be doing anything to Spadef Toxapex. That boy is going to eat it up. So this is the preferred option, and these two are very matchup reliant versus balanced teams and versus like just slower teams in general. Sub Combine and Taunt Combine can really tear apart. I've actually played with both of them a little bit on the ladder, and whenever I got stall, it was just so good versus it. Like some stall right now is running Weavile or Mega Tyranitar with Pursuit, but sub also allows you to avoid that pursuit. Like if Weavile is their answer, right, and I sub and they predict Shadow Ball, I'm behind a sub and they either have to switch out, which gives me a free Calm Mind depending on what they bring in, or I click Flamethrower as they pursue to break my sub and I knock them out with Flamethrowers. So, and I get a Beast Boost on top of that. Like Beast Boost is really important to remember because you're getting that +1 special attack boost every single time you pick up a KO. So great Pokemon. Next set is a really fun set, right? Fire MZ Sunny Day. So what Fire MZ Sunny Day does is it gives you a speed boost if you do use Sunny Day, right? And it also makes moves like Flamethrower and Mind Blown a nuke in the sun. Now, I want to give you an example of a Tyranitar that is not Assault Vest. Tyranitar that is not Assault Vest, if you go for Sunny Day on the switch, and not a Z Sunny Day, but a regular Sunny Day on the switch into Tyranitar, and rocks are up, if you go for Z Mind Blown, you actually have a chance to knock out T-Tar. So, with just a little bit of prior damage. So that's just to show you, like Z-Fire Mind Blown is 200 base power versus, I believe it's 200 base power, either 200 or 190. But it actually gives you this huge nuke versus Pokemon like Tyranitar. Now this set is a little bit more fun, and I think if you want to go for consistent, and even that is a little bit shaky. Like, I want to say, guys, it's a really good Pokemon. Like, this Pokemon specifically in Naganadel shifted the way OU is being played right now, right? You have to have an Assault Vest Mega Tyranitar on most teams, otherwise you lose to it, right? You got to have some sort of Pursuit Trapper, otherwise this Pokemon does something. You got to have Bishop to Sucker Punch to check it. So, Sub also, allows you to dodge Sucker Punch, which is pretty important. You can slash Mind Blown with Will-O-Wisp if you want to wear down Tyranitar, because if you Will-O-Wisp Tyranitar upon switching, right? You Will-O-Wisp T-Tar upon switching, right? It took Stealth Rock, it took that burn. You go for Sunny Days, they go for Pursuit, and then you go for Z Mind Blown, Tyranitar is gone. So it does give you that nuke, and it's really fun, but again, Mind Blown in itself, always losing 50% of your max HP. Not the best, right, for a sweeper, which is why Flamethrower is here as just an option. But that's mainly it for, like, the moves that it runs. We'll go through some of its move pool. Like, it does have base 127 attack, so maybe something cool with like normal gem explosion could be fun. There's no point in running Dark Pulse when Shadow Ball pretty much hits everything that does in its stab. It has knockoff in its arsenal, but again, not really worth using because again the special touch is so much stronger and has better moves to abuse it. Toxic. That's pretty much it. Like, it gets quashed, which is pretty cool for VGC, and Stored Power is also an option for like a sub Combine or a Combine Stored Power set, but it's just, you need boost to do damage. If you run that, maybe run like Shattered Psyche, so you're like 160 base power, Psychic type attack versus Toxic, but you need boost, and like I said, because the metagame has shifted to the point where Assault Vest Tyranitar is everywhere, using that isn't the best right now. But I do want to know your thoughts on Naganadel. Guys, feel free to, of course, subscribe. You can check out my other moveset videos, and I will be hitting you guys up with another new one on another, either new Ultra Beast, or maybe Stack Attacker tomorrow, or maybe Lycanroc Dust Form. Don't worry, guys, I'm doing them all. I'm doing all the new mons, and I have a lot of plans as well. So, thank you for watching. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Hope you learned something, and we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, friends.